Hi everybody. So what I'm going to be practicing today is a drill I've seen done on YouTube a few times, where you're walking around a set of obstacles. In this case, I have a barrel, I have a target that's going to act as a barricade, and then I have another barrel over here. And I'll be walking around these doing like a figure eight kind of setup, and I have my timer set at a interval where when I hit start, it'll beep. It'll give me about 5 seconds of walk time, and then it'll beep, and I have 3 seconds to draw and engage my target with whatever number of rounds I can get off in 3 seconds. I'm hoping for 2 to 3 rounds per string, and then it'll beep to let me know the 3 seconds is over. I'll holster up, continue walking, and then it'll beep again, draw fire, it'll beep after 3 seconds, holster up, beep again in 5 seconds, draw fire, and so on and so forth. I have it set up for 10 repetitions. What else? I have, my magazines aren't stacked to capacity. What I did is I downloaded a few rounds out of each magazine. I loaded it so I don't know how many are in there. I do know there's more than 12 in each one, but it's less than 17 because I'm shooting a Glock Model 45, which has 17 round mags. Now, one of my mags, and I don't know which one of my mags has 3 or 4 dummy rounds in it that I mixed in with my ammo, and I loaded into the magazine without looking at what I was loading in. So I truly do not know where the dummy rounds are. Literally all 4 dummy rounds can be stacked on top of each other for all I know. When I get to the dummy rounds, if the dummy round takes me through the 3 seconds, the tap rack part of it, say I draw, I shoot a round, you know, there's 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds down, right? And then I go shoot another round, I get a click. I'll tap rack, I'll finish. Okay, if I'm after the 3 seconds, I won't fire. If I'm prior to the 3 seconds, I'll fire. Okay, so that way I'm giving myself some mental work there, some, you know, thinking involved in the drill. So I have to know it starts on a beep. After 5 seconds, I draw. The beep will go again. This is the 3 second beep. 3 seconds draw fire. The steel is about 11 yards away. Let me spin the camera around so you can see the steel. There's the steel. And here I am again. So that's it. Let's get started. Oh, if I am at a barrel when I go to fire, I'll shoot over the barrel. If I happen to be behind cover, I'll come out from cover and I'll gauge from cover when I go to if I'm behind the cover when the buzzer goes off. Okay, there we go. So I got my timer. Start walking. So right there, I did that wrong. Let me see. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1002. All right, here I go. Let's get right in and start that over. Walk. Okay, ran into a whole bunch of stuff there. Very interesting. Again, so I'm learning this drill for the first time. Very interesting. I gotta get my beeps right on the timer. You know, I'm showing you this stuff firsthand, so you know, it's not rehearsed, not a whole bunch of repetitions. Actually, I've never done it before. So I gotta get my timer right. I gotta make sure I've got the 3 second down versus the 5 second. Which was one of the mistakes I made, but I'll do that. I'll fix that now. We'll give it another go. So stand by for that. Okay, I'm back. So I have this down now. I've got my timer right. And and I've got my spare mag on me because I didn't have my spare mag on me before. I got rid of the dummy rounds just because if you can see the tall grass below me, I'm just losing my dummy rounds in the tall grass, and that's just not going to work for me. So when I start the drill this time, again, it'll be 5 seconds of walking. I'll stop when the buzzer goes off. It'll give me 3 seconds to shoot, draw and shoot rounds into the target. Then when the buzzer goes off, that's 3 seconds is over. I'll holster up and start walking again and go from there. This isn't a drill based off of something I would do in real life where I'd be walking, stop, shoot, and then holster up and start walking away probably. You know, I can't really picture that happening in real life. It's more of a mechanics and a processing drill where I'm going to have the mechanics of I'm walking, I'm at an unknown angle, the target presents itself. I could be right side, I could be left side, I could be in half turn, target presents itself, and I engage. From that position, I can do things like keep walking if I wanted to add into it, or what I'm just gonna do is stay static. But I could add different things, and so let's see how it goes this time. I'm gonna test the buzzer once, make sure it's good, then we'll go. Okay, that was 10 repetitions. So what I have it set up for is 10 repetitions. I worked the mechanics of the drill. I processed and the information as it presented itself and made engagements. I got all hits. Again, I'm about 11 yards away if you're sending yourself on the cardboard right there. So being out of the wing, hair a bit over that, but not much. Good drill. You know, I'm walking. Again, in real life, your cue is going to be auditory or visual, or auditory and visual. Like I hear a noise, I look, I process. Here, I don't have to process what I'm looking at. Okay, I just have the auditory, the noise, and the auditory stimulus. The auditory stimulus lets me know, turn towards target and engage. Real life, I'd have to turn. Is it something I need to engage? Maybe it's gunfire. Maybe I turn and it's a cop shooting somebody, right? That's shooting other people. It's, you know, so it's kind of, I got to look at it from that perspective. You got to turn, you got to process, make a decision. In real life, here I don't have that. If I got some turning targets, or if you get some turning targets, or you have a friend yell out stuff, which isn't visual, it's still auditory, but if you had turning targets, you have a friend activating those turning targets, you could turn, he could turn a threat, a non-threat, you know, anything like that. It's a little bit of visual stimulus versus just auditory. But nonetheless, I'm working a lot of good mechanics on this drill. I'm walking. And then when the buzzer goes off, and you lose track of time there, I'm not counting, I'm not like going, okay, 5 seconds about to hit, let me get ready to draw. I'm just walking. The buzzer goes off, that's when my hands start moving. Drawing, you see I fumbled a few draws on the t-shirt, getting that up, that's gonna happen. You gotta work through that kind of stuff. Got my gun out, engage, all hits, and if we look down range, you'll see that they are, see if I can zoom in for you. you know, they're all there. I did give it a couple headshots where a hair bit low. That's when it took me a slight bit over the 3 seconds to like get the last round off. But you know, just changing up stuff a little bit to have some fun and do what I need to do. So give that, if you have the ability to do that at a range, give it a try. If you want to do it, you don't have that ability, you can always do something like book a private lesson with an instructor like me, and we can run drills like this. Second part of that though is this: if you want to run drills like this, you need to be able to shoot. Okay, if you can't shoot, then running all the drills in the world isn't going to help you, because all the shooting drills in the world isn't going to help you, because the whole thing behind shooting drills is you can hit the target. So if you're not hitting your target under no stress, under no movement, standing at a bay and at an indoor range that's air conditioned or heated with no stress whatsoever, if you're not hitting exactly what you're shooting at 11 yards, 12 yards, 15 yards, 25 yards, if you're not getting small tight groups and groups on your target, then you need to work that stuff first, to be honest. So I hope you enjoyed it. I'll talk to y'all later. Be safe. Give this drill a try when you get a chance. So this is Frank with Patriot Performance Shooting. Be safe. Have a great day. Remember, like, share, save, helps me out. Check out my other social media. Go to my Facebook page, Patriot Performance Shooting, and sign up for my emails. Talk to y'all later.